boss teaches before this class. If they're late, it's kind of like. It's what he's saying.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
You can't very well kick him out. Not that I would anyway, I guess. I mean, I might have come into the studio a little sooner, but.
I was kind of late,
Here
so
we
when I got here, I was thought it was like.
Here we are. Let's drop in. Since we're seated, let's stay seated. Find your sitting bones on the earth. And so just noticing all the stuff that happens, right? The boss is in the class before us. We had to drive here. There was a lot of traffic. Just whatever comes up, right? Just take a minute to notice. I feel like we step over all of that a lot. And we just keep moving on top of it. And so this is yoga. So we take a minute to let that be that way. Notice what is there, not just in our mind, right? Those thoughts, but the feel into our emotional body, our energetic body, maybe our spiritual body. Just take stock. Notice where you feel sensation. It's in your lower back, maybe your shoulders. My mom has just had surgery, a hip replacement. So I'm playing nursemaid. Just feeling into all that is in my body, my energy. And then, as we move and breathe together today, we can work together to release this from our body so that we can renew and refresh, come back to center. Start to notice your breath. Notice as you breathe, your belly extends, maybe the heart lifts. As you exhale, shoulders slump a little, belly goes back towards ribs. Notice where your body is connecting to the earth, your sitting bones, maybe your feet or ankles. See if you can stretch your crown up towards the sky, straightening through the back body. Maybe shoulders can come up, back, and down a little. Just see how you can feel a little bit more flow in the back body. Maybe not. Invite any intention for your practice to come up for you now. We talked a little bit about the flow from effort to ease. And what is the balance? Yoga in our body, but also off the mat in our life. When is it time to really push in, lean in, and brings energy to it? And when is the time to rest or allow? By practicing on our mat, we begin to find that balance for ourselves in each situation that we can bring into our life. Whatever situation we're, maybe it's a relationship or work with ourselves. You have an intention that's come for you, like an area where you're looking at where that balance of effort and ease is. Maybe there's a lot of effort in one area, and maybe you would appreciate a little more ease. As you begin to notice your breath and let the breath move through you, start to find your rhythm and find the top of the breath with a little pause at the top, a little pause at the bottom of the breath. And see if you can stay with that breath as we move just gently at first. Bringing your hands forward before your ankles, right? So you're gonna kind of bring your palms to the earth if you can. And then just keep walking the fingertips forward. Heart moves towards the earth. Nice and gentle to start, just getting into the practice. Notice where you feel this in the hips, maybe in the knees, maybe in the low back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let your head hang so your heart can really curl, your neck can really relax. Then begin to walk your fingertips over to the right, keeping the heart low. Maybe the heart comes over to the knee, forehead towards knee. Feel into the back body. Notice the opening, the tightness, the comfort, the discomfort. Deep breath in, let it go. Bring the hands back to center. Keep going with the hands towards the left. Again, keeping the heart low, maybe forehead by the knee. Breathe in, breathe out, stay here. Bring the hands back to center, and then begin to walk the hands back towards the ankles, bringing the torso straight up and down. See if you can find that reach through the crown to the sky again, the opening in the back body. Hands come by your hips, and maybe the palms can face forward so the fingers face back. Feel into that. It's not too strenuous on your wrists. And then begin to keep walking the hands in that manner behind you just a little. And before you put any weight in the hands, start to send the heart towards the sky. Shoulder blades come together, squeezing together on your back body. Heart's floating to the sky. Maybe chin even goes up to the sky. And then maybe we lean into the hands if that feels okay for our shoulders and back and neck in this early part of the practice. Deep breath in, breath out, and then come back, let the torso come back straight up and down. Hands can come over onto the knees where they feel comfortable. Maybe hands can come to heart center as a sign of our offering as we begin our practice together. Let's start with 3 ohms. Let's get the breath going. So exhale our air. Inhale for Om. Just settle in your bones, feel the vibration all the way through your body, from the crown of your head all the way to your toes. As our eyes are closed, looking inward, turning inward, I invite you to keep your focus there as we move together. Even if, as we move, we're opening our eyes, our challenge is to keep our focus inward. Your timing, roll over your ankles or send your knees around to the side to come to tabletop. Find your knees under your hips. Wrists under your shoulders, make that exact. Begin to move your feet, your hips around side to side, finding any motion that feels good to really roll out the hips after sitting on them for just a little bit here. Maybe rolling around in a circle feels good. Let the motion be organic. Let your breath lead the action. And then your timing, come back to center. Send your hips all the way to the right and look over the right shoulder, so we're wagging the tail. Keep looking, breathe. Exhale, come back to center, and then hips go to the left, look over the left shoulder. Come back to center and then wag. So right and then left. Moving with your breath. No rush. And then come back to neutral spine. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Send the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, drop the crown. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Send the heart forward. See if you can press into the palms of your hands and send the heart through the shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, drop the crown. And let your breath lead 2 or 3 more, just like that cat-cow. When you feel complete, come back to neutral spine. Press your fingers into the mat. Really press the fingers in to really protect the wrists. Send the right hand forward, left foot back. Stay here, pull the belly towards the spine. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the heel. On an exhale, elbow and knee meet underneath. Inhale, back out. Exhale, underneath. Inhale, back out. Last time, exhale underneath. Inhale, back out. This time, bend the knee and reach back with the right hand to see if you can put the left foot in the right hand. And then press the foot into the hand if you've got it. Keep pressing and send the heart forward. Maybe look back over the right shoulder. Keep breathing. Maybe the foot rises. Keep pushing the foot back into the hand. On the next exhale, let the foot go. Knee comes to the earth. Hand comes down to the earth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Oh, there goes the wind. Left hand forward. Right foot back. Stretch through the fingertips. Stretch through the left heel. Keep stretching. Bring the navel to the spine. Really breathe in. Breathe out. And then on the next exhale, elbow and knee meet underneath. Inhale, come back out. Exhale, meet underneath. Inhale, come back out. Meet underneath one last time. Inhale, come back out, and then bend that right knee. Reach back with the left hand. See if you can put the foot in the hand. Yep, you guys got it. Push the foot into the hand. Send the heart forward. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Maybe the knee rises, pushing the foot into the hand. Keep pushing. One more breath. And then on the exhale, hand comes down to the earth. Knee comes down to the earth. Find child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. Toes touch. Forehead reaches towards the earth. Send the hips back towards the heels. Reach forward with the fingertips, opening up the side bodies, and let the heart drop down towards the earth. You can think that child's pose is a resting pose, and it is. And yet, it's a devotional pose where the heart is over the head. Allow that to offer any heart messages, maybe there. If so, I offer when we are resting or at ease to really enjoy and feel into the ease. And when we are efforting, really notice the beauty and magnificence of the effort. Feel into the effort. Your time, you curl your toes under, send your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk out your dog by bending one knee deeply, pushing the hands, palms, fingers into the earth, and then the other knee deeply. Feel free to stay on one side or pedal back and forth, feeling into the back of the legs, the ankles, the hips. See if you can send your shoulders away from your ears so your shoulders go back and down, and maybe they can knit together a little on the back. Crown hangs low. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And bend your knees both deeply. Send your hips high to the sky by pressing your hands into the earth. And then keep your hips where they are, nice open back, and then consider any straightening of the legs or dropping the heels down towards the earth, but keeping the hips where they are. So the hips are high, back is open. And then rolling slow as you go, shoulders come over wrists, finding plank. Still pressing the fingers into the earth to protect the wrists. Breathe in, breathe out, send the navel to the spine. This is the effort part. One more breath, breathe in, breathe out. And then slow as you go, see if you can roll the hips high, come back to downward facing dog. This is the ease part. Deep breath in, notice the relief. Inhale, right leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Stay here for high lunge, maybe blocks under your hands if you like. And then lunge into that front knee, sending the heart forward, opening up the back left groin. Exhale, straighten that front knee, forehead goes towards the shin. Feel into the back leg, the hamstring. Inhale, bend. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, straighten. This time when we bend, we come to crescent lunge. All the way up, hands come up overhead. Reach up out of the waist. And then as we exhale, we're going to bend the back knee until it just comes 1 inch from the earth. Elbows come down, shoulder height. And then inhale, back up, hands come up, knee back straightens. Exhale, bend the back knee, bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten. Bend. Straighten. And then bend the elbows and send the heart to the sky. Beautiful. Inhale, hands come all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And then left elbow to right knee. So a little bit of a revolved crescent here. Beautiful. Press the elbow into the knee. Open up to the prop wall. Feel free to open up hands to fly if you like. Or stay right where you are. See if you can send the heart forward and towards the prop wall. Wonderful. One more breath. Then under the twist, come back to crescent. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step the right foot back to meet left, high plank or low. Then come down to the earth, either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Beautiful. Inhale for cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And then push back to child's pose or plank, meeting downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. This is resting pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg goes high to the sky. Exhale, step it through between your hands, setting up for high lunge. Hands can be on blocks. Your next exhale, straighten that front leg, forehead towards chin. Inhale, bend, send the heart forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. This time we come to bend and we go up to crescent lunge. Inhale for crescent lunge. Hands rise high, stretch up out of the waist. Then we bend the elbows and we bend the back knee, coming down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Then now we just bend the elbows. Send the heart forward. Maybe there's a back bend. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. This time right elbow to left knee. Ball twist. There you go. Press the elbow into the knee. Send the heart forward. Now look for any twist towards the teal wall. Yes. Heart's coming forward. Beautiful. Reach through that heart. One more breath. Next exhale, undo the twist. And bring the hands all the way up. Crescent lunge. And then exhale, hands come down to the earth. Send the left foot back to meet right, high plank or low plank. And then come down to the earth, yogi's choice, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And then push back to child's pose or plank. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Step, walk, or float. Feet come to hands, forward fold. Hang here. Crown hang down. Find opposite elbows if that feels good. Deep breath in. Feel the ease here. What do you notice? When you feel complete, begin to walk your hands up the legs, coming to standing. As you reach the top, shoulders come up, back, and down. Ribs come back towards the spine. Roll the pelvis towards the chin. Find your mountain. Feet are hip distance apart, weight in all 4 corners. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we sink our hips back towards our heels for chair. Weight is on the heels, toes float up. Put pinky toes down, and second toe, the third toe, and then the big toe. I don't know what they're called anymore. So you can roll the pelvis slightly toward your chin to protect your back. Arms float up, biceps by ears, and then lift the heart. Maybe you have 2 more inches you can sink down, maybe not. Keep breathing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Guess what? This is the effort part. You got it. Keep breathing. Notice what you notice. What's the sensation? You feel burning in the thigh. You feel your breath quicken. Deep breath in so you can smooth out your breath. And then on your next exhale, hands come to the earth. Legs straighten, crown towards earth. Deep breath in, this is the ease. Breathe in, so you can slow your breath. So you can feel the difference. Right now, this is ease. And then inhale. Hands rise, we come back to chair. Heels, weighted heels, toes float up. Roll the pelvis to the chin to protect the back. Biceps by ears, heart floats up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Maybe there's 2 more inches we can sink, maybe not. Just check for yourself. And at any time, right, this is too much, we can come out. We choose. You choose. One more breath. This time, come to standing, and then come all the way to tiptoes. Reach your fingers to the sky. Ankles come together, squeeze together. And then exhale, hands come to heart center, close down the eyes, pause. Notice the rest here. Do we give ourselves rest in life? Or do we just go from one thing to the next that's harder? Or do we just rest because it's too hard? Who are we? What do we do? I tend to go from hard thing to hard thing and never rest. Good to notice for yourself though. What is it that you do? Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Really stretch through the crown, stretch through the tail. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back and left. High plank or low plank. Stay here for 2 breaths. Navel to spine. Send the heart forward. See if you can arch your back towards the sky. So the shoulder blades go towards the sky. And then come down to the earth. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And then this time push back to child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, toes touch, hips towards heels. Really stretch through those hips. Stretch through the fingertips. And then let the heart sink down towards the earth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then keeping the elbows where they are, make the forearms like number 11s. And then curl the back toes under and send the hips high to the sky. Puppy or dolphin, right? Stay here. See if you can find weight in the elbows and the palms. Make sure the elbows are right under the shoulders, so you're protecting your shoulders. And then you can stay here or begin to walk your feet in toward your elbows. Again, be kind to your shoulders. Nothing to force. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then wherever you are in the stepping forwardness, bring your knees just down to the earth. So now we're in kind of a weird, not child's pose, not puppy. And then bring the tops of your feet to the earth and send your hips down towards your heels. So now we're just going to stretch open our shoulders and our back. Deep breath in. Just sinking the hips towards the heels as far as they want to go. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then come back over the knees to tabletop. Curl your back toes under, send your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high to the sky. See if you can bring weight to both palms equally. So a lot of times we do that, we just get uneven in our hands. Bend the knee, drop the foot behind you, opening up the hips. Send the knee high to the sky. Keep weight on both hands. And then inhale, bring it back behind you. And exhale, step it through between your hands. Right foot between your hands. Bring the back foot down for warrior 2. And then rainbow your hands up. Come to warrior 2. Find your stance, make it even. Then reach as far forward as you are back with your hands. Roll your pelvis slightly towards your chin, and then look for any more depth in that front knee. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Send energy to the pinky edge side toe of that left foot. Reach up out of the waist. Turn the palms towards the sky. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Keep your shoulders there and turn your palms down. Beautiful. Stay here and breathe. Maybe there's more depth in that front knee. Maybe there's not. What little tiny modifications could you make to make this pose powerful, open, even? You guys look good. Bring the knees straight, hands come to the heart center. This is your ease. One breath here. On your next exhale, come back out to warrior two. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center, bend the front knee, hands come back out. One more, inhale. Exhale, through center, back out. And last one, inhale. Exhale, back out. Side angle pose, reach all the way over the left knee, elbow to knee. Left hand floats up to the sky and then over towards the top of the mat. Heart is opening to the teal wall. See if you can send the heart forward, hips forward, head back. Bring some energy to those fingertips. Keep breathing. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Keep going, reverse the warrior. Left hand down, left leg. Maybe you find a half spine. Right hand floats up and over towards the back of the mat. Maybe it comes behind your head. Resting your head into the headrest. Keep breathing. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten out your knee. Hands come to heart center. Toes face the long edge of the mat. Inhale for star. Really lift the heart up. Feel into your space. Take all of your space. And then exhale, leading with the heart. Wide leg forward fold. Let the head hang. One breath here. Two breaths here. And then begin to walk your hands towards the top of the mat, turning your toes as you go. Send the left foot back to meet right, high plank or low. Come down to the earth, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, yogi's choice vinyasa. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Then push back in child's pose or plank, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high to the sky. Bend the knee, send the knee high to the sky, foot behind you. See if you can bring weight to both palms evenly. Keep breathing here. And then straighten out the left leg, step it through between your hands. Back foot comes down for warrior two. And then rainbow the hands, come all the way up. Check your stance. Check your hands reaching forward and backward evenly. See if you can send some energy to the pinky edge toe of the right foot. And then look for any more bend in that left knee. So now we're feeling even and powerful. We're stretching up out of the waist. Rolling the pelvis slightly forward. Palms face the sky. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Keep the shoulders there and turn the palms towards the earth. Look for any more depth in that front knee. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Yes, breathe. Keep breathing. One more breath here. This is your power pose. And then inhale, hands come to heart center. And straighten the front knee. One breath. Two breaths. Then we're going to go back to warrior two. And this is where we straighten. Straighten the front leg, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center, bend the front knee. Back out. Yes. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, bend the front knee, hands come through heart center, back out. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, bend the front knee, hands come back out, warrior two. Check your stance, and then we're going into side angle. Reach over the left knee, left elbow to left knee, right hand floats up to the sky, opening the heart towards the propel. See if you can use the elbow against the knee to really send the heart forward, the hips forward, the head back. Hand comes up over towards the front of the mat. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep breathing. And then inhale, come back to warrior two, and then keep going. Reverse the warrior. Right hand down, right leg. Left hand floats up over and then back to the back of that. Maybe it comes behind the back of the head like a headrest. Maybe you find half bind with the right hand. Breathe. And then inhale, come back to warrior two. This time, hands come to heart center, toes face the long edge of the mat. Heading to goddess, sending the hips out to the side. Walk. Yes. And then bend the knees, come down to goddess. Now you can keep your hands here, or then come here, or even all the way up. Let's see if you can roll the pelvis slightly towards the chin, protecting that back. If you want more challenge, you can lift the heels, I should say. Hands can be up here. Notice where you're feeling this. Is it in your quads, maybe? One more breath. Deep breath in. Alternate your heels. That feels better. Heels come down. Legs straighten. Feel the relief. Pause. Notice the sensation leaving your legs. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. And then walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Set the right foot back to meet left. High plank or low. Yogi's choice vinyasa. Come down to the earth. And we'll meet in child's pose. Keep breathing. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Your time, you can curl your toes under, send your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. And then bringing the right pinky edge toe to the earth. And then the left foot can be kickstand. And then the left hand floats high to the sky for side plank. Keeping those hips high as you can. Opening up to the teal wall. Yep. Beautiful. See if you can send those hips high so you can send your heart forward. Yep. Maybe the left leg rises, any variation you like here. One more breath. I know it's hard. You're doing great. And then hand comes down to the earth, foot comes back down to the earth, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. This is the ease. Resting. And then left pinky edge toe, the foot goes down. Weight comes into the left hand. Right foot floats back. Right hand floats high to the sky. Send the heart forward. Reach the fingers to the sky. Send the hips forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Where are you feeling this? Can you send your hips a little higher? And then exhale. Hand comes down to the earth. Hips go high. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Where in life do we rest intentionally? Okay, I'm just going to take a teeny little break here to gather myself, gather my thoughts. And where do we just push through? And how do we know which to do? Your timing, bring your knees down to the earth. Swing your feet around. Sitting bones on the earth, in the middle of your mat. Have a block beside you, but you may not need it. Setting up for boat. So bend your knees, feet are coming to the earth. Really feel your sitting bones on the earth. Roll the pelvis towards the chin, hands float out. And maybe This is where we stay, right? We lean a little back. We're trying to really balance on the sitting bones. Feet come off the earth. Maybe the knees stay bent. We could play with trying to straighten those knees. Hands can come down to the legs for more support. Stretch through the heels. Send the heart forward. Hands can come to the earth for more support. Find where you can balance. So this is the combination of balance and effort. Ha. Okay, bring the feet to the earth and rest. You can just be here and rest. And I invite you to inquire for yourself where you can bring balance and effort, if that's even possible. That's like elusive. Okay, headed back into bow. Okay? You do both. And I'm going to see if you want to block between your knees. Squeeze. So it's a little harder, right? You can always let it drop if you don't like it. Yep. Let it drop if you don't like it. One more breath. And then exhale if you come down to the earth. Woo! Legs become long on the earth, hands come out in front. Coming down to the earth, using your core, slow as you go. I know you just used your core for that. This is the last one probably, unless I lied. And as you come down to the earth, feel that relief of the earth supporting you, of the effort being complete for now. Doesn't mean there's not going to be more effort sometime. Maybe even in this practice, right? But just notice for yourself this slight respite. Bring your feet to the earth, hip distance apart, setting up for bridge. I'm going to also offer a block here. Fingertips can graze the back of your heels. Bending the elbows, fingers point towards the sky. So you press into the elbows and feel between your shoulder blades, the weight come towards that area. So that's what you want to feel. And then gently start to lift your hips towards the sky. Keep pressing the elbows into the earth to really feel that weight. Press the back of the head into the earth to feel the open throat. Now try this little block trick again. Squeeze the bum in your knees. Have fun. If you don't like it, you can drop it. Now, if you'd like to go to a deeper bridge, you can roll one shoulder under and then the other, and clasp the hands behind your hips and reach the knuckles towards your heels. Or you can drop that block and find it to make a supported bridge. Yogi's choice. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Now this pose shouldn't be all that much effort, which is why we try to block. When you squeeze the block, it's a little more effort. Now, if you have the block, go ahead and just let it fall. And then begin to, if you have your hands clasped, unclasp your hands, roll one shoulder out and then the other, and then begin to roll the spine down one vertebrae at a time until the hips come last. Feel that relief. Feet as wide as the mat, knees tucked together, and let the low back release. And then feel free to let both knees go to the right and then to the left. Just to kind of windshield wiper those knees, really opening up, letting the low back release. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart again. And then start to walk your feet together so the heels of the toe, your soles of your feet come together and your knees can fall out wide to the side. If that's too much, I can bring blocks from underneath your knees. Give me a little 2-finger sign. Stay here and breathe. You may feel sensation, but this is mostly a restful, easy shape. And then bring your hands down toward your knees and use your arms to bring your knees together. Feet are still now hip distance apart. Bring your knees like they're sitting in a chair, so shins are parallel to the earth. Bring your pelvis toward your chin, roll your pelvis toward your chin, and place your hands on your knees and start to press your knees away from the heart, but you're trying to keep your knees where they are. This is a little bit of a core exercise. So you should feel the engagement in your core. You don't have to press very hard on your knees to feel that core engagement. Keep breathing. Exhale, feet come down to the earth. Rest. And then right ankle over left knee. Flex the foot back. Then bring the left knee towards the heart. Thread the needle. Right hand goes between the legs. And then you can reach behind the hamstring or behind the knee, whichever feels better for you today. Right elbow can be on that the right knee or thigh to kind of help it go outward. And then use your strong arms to kind of bring the left knee towards the heart, opening up the right thigh, maybe the right hip. And then as we breathe here, I don't know about you, but I notice some strong sensation, and yet there's not a lot of effort. So notice if you can relax into this sensation, whatever it might be for you. Where is the tension that you could release? Sometimes it's in my glutes, or even the jaw. Check the jaw. 2 more breaths. And then let the hands come away from the left knee and then the left foot come down to the earth. Keep the cross of the legs. And then send both knees over to the left. Supine twist. Really opening up. See if you can keep the shoulders on the earth and turn the chin opposite of the knees. Left hand can come on top of the right knee to gently encourage even more of a twist. Deep breath in. Let it go. What energy could we let ring out of our body? Maybe even the notion that it has to be hard to be good. Maybe that's just me, but hard work is the only way. It's kind of how I was taught. Which doesn't leave a lot of room for allowing, for ease. for rest. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, let your knees come back to center. Uncross the legs. And then send the left ankle on top of the right knee. And bring the right knee in towards the heart. Thread the needle with the left hand. You can grab behind the hamstring or even behind the knee, whatever feels right for you on this side. And use the left elbow on that left thigh or knee to wing it out to the side. And begin to use your strong arms to bring the right knee in towards the heart. Deep breath in. Keep breathing, deep breath out. Don't get me wrong, there is a use and case for hard work, for sure. Even in yoga, we work hard sometimes. But I do think the balance is, can we work hard and not bring extra tension? Can we allow a pose? Can we allow a relationship? Can we allow our work? Deep breath in. Out. 2 more breaths here at this shape. Feel free to use your elbow to bring the knee out to the side. Maybe even the right knee ankle comes further out. In. On your next exhale, let the right foot come down to the earth. Keep the cross of the legs. And then both knees go over to the right, keeping the left shoulder on the earth. Supine twist. Maybe the right hand can come on top of the left knee to gently encourage the twist. Keep breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Can we use our breath to release tension that's extra? One more breath in this shape. And then on your next exhale, bring your knees back to center, let your feet come down to the earth, and then notice if there's any other shape that you would like to take before final resting. Doesn't have to be one. Let your legs become long on the earth, hands come away from the body, palms face up. See if you can find your shoulders further away, a little away from your ears. Begin to make your breath longer on the exhale and inhale. Relax your belly. Relax behind your eyes. Let your tongue come away from the roof. And let a deeper breath find the bottom of your nose. And let it go. Begin to bring some little movement to your fingers and toes. Let the head roll from side to side. Really the earth massage the back of your head. That feels good to you and nourishing. And then inhale, hands rise overhead, full body stretch. And exhale, roll to one side or the other using your arm as a nice headrest. Stay here and breathe. Letting your intention for the practice really settle into your cells. And feel free to leave anything no longer serving you on the mat behind you. Don't have to know what it is to leave it. Your timing. Use your strong arms to come to seated. Bring your torso upright and come to seated at the top of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed or heavy. Can. Hands can come to heart center as a sign of our offering. We close our practice with a one Om. Open the Om. So exhale for Om. Inhale for Om. As we practice together on our mat, I invite you to practice off our mats, noticing the effort and the ease, allowing for both, feeling in and finding kind of the balance and what's right for each moment. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for being willing to mind your energy in service of not only yourself, but your community, and I say the universal energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Light in me sees and honors the light in me. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. Have a good rest of your evening. See you again.